That's very cultured, Mads. That drinking wine.
Oh yes, I do like my red wine.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Mads.
Yeah, what is it then?
You've had me building stupid hospitals now.
Blame Chris. Blame Chris, mate.
But you gave in.
Yes, I did. More on that when we record soon.
Yeah, it needed to be Infocom text adventures. I've been campaigning for years.
I'm actually just a couple of days ago, along with Chris, I did some testing of streaming, playing some of the original Infocom games just through the FROTS interpreter. It's just a Z80 interpreter for the old Infocom stuff, so that we can actually get to play them like a community. So we'll get into that very soon.
Excellent.
Probably start with Wishbringer because that's supposedly both really good and quite short. So
yeah, I bought the whole. I think it was on Steam. I can't remember Steam or Google. One of them. They've got like a whole collection of them. So,
yeah.
I can hear you now. Cheers.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Despite testing my speakers and microphone, as soon as it connected, it went back to the default. For some reason, it thought my microphone was what I'd be listening to. For some reason, I have no idea. Problem solved.
It looks pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I said normally this is. I don't know why that's actually in the way there. Normally this is. That normally doesn't sit. It must be different. Has it got a different field of view? The zoom camera or something? I don't know. But normally that's tucked away out of the way. Everybody okay? Having a nice weekend?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Yeah, not too bad. Good.
Yeah, hi guys, it's Steve here. Mort. Hello there.
Hi.
Hey, Steve.
Evening all, how are we?
Oh. For some reason, hey, Steve, Siri responds to that. So.
I'm not used to using this Zoom stuff. Is there anything I can press so I can see all you guys at once?
Are you on a phone or a tablet or?
I'm just on a computer.
Okay, there should be a
Oh, there's like a view button up here.
Yeah, there's a gallery button.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Much better.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've only got a phone which has got a video camera on it. So, because at work I do Zoom for work at the moment. And we just prefer not to have videos on because we haven't bought any cameras.
Okay.
It's nice seeing you guys anyway. So, I'm still scanning.
Well, you haven't been trimming your beard there, John.
It was trimmed actually since last time.
I'm disappointed. I thought it'd be down to your knees by now.
Yeah. And it was actually trimmed outside, so I didn't make a mess in the house.
Yeah.
And then for a few days afterwards, we had these robins flying around, picking up my beard hair and flying off with it. So somewhere there's a robin's nest made out of my beard hair.
Triple insulation.
I'm getting desperate to get this chopped off as well. I'm sort of looking like I did, when I was a teenager.
It's luxurious. Keep it if you've got it. Are you, Jim? You okay?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, yourself? Been a long time.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. No, all good. Thank you. All as well.
Good. Glad to hear it.
We've got
familiar faces around.
Got the other Jim arriving in formation tonight as well. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Good to see you in the flesh, Mads. How are you doing? All right?
Fine, thanks. Good to see you guys too.
Were you watching the football, John? Did anybody watch the Chelsea-Leicester game?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Game.
It was a good game. Yeah, I don't think that's how. I wanted to see Leicester win it. I'd like to see Chelsea win the Champions League final, but at the same time, it was such a shame with the VAR decision that it won't cheapen it. It's not going to change the history books, but I thought regardless, Leicester deserved to win it, but it was just a shame that decision is a wee bit contentious. It must literally have been millimeters in it.
It was a shame, but if it's going to happen to anyone, I'm really glad it happened to Leicester. Sorry, to Chelsea, being a Spurs fan, you see. So
no, that's it. It's no, I think that was the right result for that game.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. I support Millwall, so
okay. Maybe one day.
Yeah, being my sort of local team from where I was born, but yeah, I escaped London eventually.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello. We
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. There we go.
What are the drinks of choice this evening?
In a car.
I'm on an Audi Special Pilsner at the moment.
Oh, nice. Any good? An old speckled hen.
It's all right actually. The old 1079.
Is it good? Is it? Is it all right?
It's not bad. Yeah, it's all right.
I thought for a minute you said Tenant Super.
Yeah. Jim can't afford those. That's some classy stuff right there. That's
Absolutely.
the champagne of the north.
I think I've got one can left in my beer 52 as well, so I'll save that for later on.
It's when you get down to the Frosty Jack's 2-litre bottles of cider, you know.
Oh yeah, they were the days. $3.99 for 2 litres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen enough in my life.
There was a time when that was the warm up. Those days are long gone.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of up north, Jim, I didn't realize I was listening to obviously your podcast segment. I didn't realize that you'd spent some time up in the islands. Which did you say which one it was you were on, or which one was it?
I can't remember. The Orkney Isles, basically. Sunday in the Orkney Isles.
Oh, incredible! Oh, that must be
my
something quite
formative years
special.
were up there. 15 years, man and boy. Well, boy mainly. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different world. Closer to Mads than you lot, probably.
Yeah.
Got headphones on.
You had a quiet year, Andy? Have you been flying or?
No, I've been to work for 15 months now. March of last year was when I last went to work. So it's been it's been a busy year, but not work wise. But it's a wee bit of a shame. I think kind of each time. I mean, it's true of everything at the moment, but it seems to be each time you seem to reach the point at which you think we're going to get recalled, then something else pops up that sets it back another month or two. So it just seems to be the way it is at the moment. But
is it wrong that I don't want to be on your first flight back after 15 months of not doing it?
I don't want to be on it either, to be honest. No, I'm gonna have to learn it all over again. So
You'll log a few hours on Flight Simulator first.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I was saying to these guys in the recording, I said I'm just skipping Flight Sim and just going straight to Ace Combat 7 instead. That's, I think that's what the passengers want, right?
Yeah.
What do you fly, Andy?
Airbus 320s and 21s.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, with EasyJet. So I'm based with them out of Edinburgh. So I'm just in St Andrews, about an hour away from Edinburgh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Have you got a date for recommencing flights or not?
No, sadly not. So we got an email at the end of April to say we're furloughed for the rest of May. I suspect that might roll over into June as well. And I think probably just because a number of us, I think probably about July or August time, they're going to have to start recalling people and retraining them in the expectation that we should salvage something out of kind of September, October time. But I think kind of reading between the lines, it seems as though kind of the emails that are coming through from management are kind of suggesting that I think they're basically writing off the rest of this year. I think if we can make, not just us, I mean the airlines in general, I think if we can make some money at some point, that's a bonus. I think kind of all the efforts are getting focused on next spring and summer, which is a shame. But I think you'll be able to go. I just don't think that I don't think people will want to travel in the numbers initially thought they might do, and I don't think you'll be able to go to the number of countries they thought you might be able to either. So we'll see. Things can change quickly in either direction, can't they? And they do. So
strange world.
Yeah. But it's fine. It's just more time to sit at home and play games.
Yeah. My job's been so busy. I work for OpenReach, so.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the opposite of the spectrum.
Oh, it's your fault, then, is it, Stephen?
When it's working, it's quiet, and then when it's not working, it's our fault. So it's good. Obviously, we've been so busy with lockdown. trying to make sure everybody's got a connection. So it's really, really busy. So I'll be quite pleased when things get back to normal. We've currently got problems, you know, with the company. They're trying to relocate everybody away from the southeast, i.e. about 5 miles away, and on different contracts. So there's a big, you know, CWU push to, you know, at least keep our jobs where we are, at least working from home if they want to save money. So it's a bit fraught at work at the moment, even though we've done 18 months solid, you know, at home, knocking out 140% more than we were doing in the offices. So yeah, the companies have been a bit sneaky. They're using COVID as a sort of smokescreen.
Yeah, I think that's true of a lot of the industries, isn't it? Sadly.
Yeah, definitely.
I think some stuff had to happen, but you know, it's just be open and upfront about it and say, you know, don't pin it all on COVID. There's definitely some, you know, some of it's a consequence of it.
I mean, most of us would go halfway and say we'll take, you know, pay cut of like $5,000 if we could carry on working from home, and then they could, you know, because of it, we're not paying travel. So so it's not like we won't move. It's just that they won't move because they're so determined to, you know, sort of force a lot of older staff out of the company.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think they know that if they don't do it now, there's probably never going to be a better time to do it, sadly. So it's kind of now or never.
Worst case scenario is I'll carry on building my arcade machines and scanning and sort of doing more YouTube stuff and more bits for Zap and Crash and all the other things I've been doing. So yeah.
There's always a silver lining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'll just retire at 50 rather than at 60. So
are you having to do a lot of extra days and hours as a consequence?
Yes, I started this morning at 5:30. So yeah, and we're doing literally 6 days a week, sort of 6:30 in the morning generally to around about 6 at night. So yeah, it's pretty hectic.
Is that is any of that optional, or is that just kind of expected without saying it?
Semi-optional, where we've lost so many staff, where the older guys, you know, sort of 57, 58 are taking 2 years redundancy. So they've all gone. The ex-engineers are gone because they're gone out back into engineering. And of course, it's left the office staff, which are generally off, you know, I was always databases, stroke, spreadsheet, stroke, internet, stroke, networking. So it's left a lot of us high and dry. So we're having to cover the gaps. So it's difficult, but we're coping.
Yeah.
And I still managed to do the scanning, and Internet Archive still getting loads of new stuff. So
that's dedication.
Yeah, if anyone wants any magazines, or if anyone's got a pile of old stuff they want scanning in, if it saves me having to buy it, I'll scan it in for nothing. So, and then put it up online. So don't landfill, pass it to me and I'll pay the postage.
Yeah, will do.
But on the Internet Archive, if you look under users ZZAP Mort, MORT, you'll see all the magazines I've done at 600 DPI and 5,000 8-bit games fully scanned in as well. So I like to think I'll do something useful with my spare time.
Well,
that's some effort.
You've put in a whole lot of Spectrum cassette covers as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's the cassette covers, the instruction manuals, the tapes themselves, the badges, the maps.
Yeah.
Even the like different variations, like with Smiths, they used to have like get a free book with a tape sticker on the front. I've even included those, so people get the full experience of how it was back in the day. So I was just trying to preserve as much as I can, really.
Yeah. Well, I downloaded the entire archive of Spectrum covers because I think my first ever post in Discord, in the Retro Asylum Discord, was there's a game that I had on the Spectrum that it bugging me to this day about. I can remember what the front and the back cover was, but I can't remember the name of it. And I remember putting it on. It was a Reddit server, I think, where you can give a rough kind of like synopsis of the game, and everybody will try and suggest various options as to what it might be. And I haven't come up with it yet. And like I say, I don't know why. It's just there's one game. It's the only game that I can't work out what it is. And so I thought basically, if I just slowly work my way through, I didn't realize just how many covers there were right now. So
I think
That's a lot of covers.
It's a lot of covers. You're absolutely right. But I'm determined to find it. One of these days, I'm just going to stumble across it.
You'll have to sort of text me what you think it looks like, see if I can actually remember what I've seen on my travels.
I will do. I'll dig out the Discord post because I even drew a couple of diagrams as to what I thought was on the back of the case. That's very kind. Thank you. I might be able to sleep easy after all these years if I find out what it is.
You'll put it on your gravestone. I know.
Yes. It'll be a satisfying moment if I ever do.
Yeah.
You all right, guys? How's it going?
Hey. All good, Blake. You?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Kids.
Blake's here, so everybody's quiet now.
Yeah, we refer to us as the kids, Blake. Yeah,
that's a bit weird, John. To be honest.
Blake, was it right that for those of us who were here last time and didn't score so well, we get an extra 100 points to start us off? Was that right?
An extra 100 points.
Yeah, that's
wow.
what I thought it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Yeah,
good.
Yep. How's Blake? Keeping busy?
Yes. Always busy.
Should have. Next time.
Andy, do you do any podcasting or YouTubing? You got a professional setup there. What's the deal?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do Jim and I, and then Mads and Chris. We do the playthrough podcast.
Ah, okay. It shows how behind I am.
It's not at all. Like I say, it's kind of two different things. Because I guess you're not quite so much into the modern stuff, are you, or semi-modern? After listening to your little interview, I'd say it was really interesting. It was fascinating. Listen to it all, and
I'm far from fascinating, mate. I can assure you.
Well, I must be easily entertained then, because it was no, it was good. It was really interesting. But
I enjoyed doing it. Yeah, it was a nice change. Good to speak to Chris, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's very, very good at it. Yeah, so we do that. We basically take a modern or middle-aged game and play our way through it, split it up into however many podcasts we think kind of do it justice. So generally 2 to 3 episodes per game, with about sort of 6 hours of play, something like that per podcast. And we tend to record every fortnight or so. And similar to Retro Asylum, we've just got a wee Discord server so people can kind of chat about it. And the idea being that you literally do just play through a game together. So you've got that shared experience that you maybe missed out on if you didn't get the chance to play the game when it first came out. So we've done a few.
I'll add it to the laundry list of what to listen to.
Yes, yeah. So we've done a few games. We've done Dead Space. We've done Metroid Prime. We've done Firewatch. We're playing The Last of Us at the moment. We did Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So we've done a few different ones.
Very good.
You've missed the best one though, Andy. You did Disco Elysium. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
How could I possibly forget that?
You missed that, yeah.
Mads Chris isn't here.
You're still playing Call of Duty?
I was hoping you were going to say.
We are, yeah. So we've kept a wee. It's quite good actually. Off the back of that, we've kept a wee multiplayer lobby on the Discord channel. So we were playing the Last of Us multiplayer the other night. So I think the thinking is that basically, if there's a game that we're playing for the podcast, it's also got a multiplayer element to it. Then we've kind of got the same group of guys that will just jump on, and rather than playing against experts all the time, you play against a bunch of people who are equally as bad as you are.
That sounds like more of a fighting chance, yeah.
I kind of half expected you to all be in your kind of like esports professional sponsored tops and caps, but
give it time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what puts me off modern gaming a lot. I do it a lot with John and I. We've been playing games for years, every Monday night for about 20 years. But modern games, we go online for for all the battle stuff. We just don't stand a chance at time we play it and go in there and you're just cannon fodder.
A lot of the time, I think it's so much better playing in the private lobbies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
when we've had the private lobbies going, it's been really
or you can if you can put together a team of maybe 4 or 5 of you that then go on and play on a public forum, but as a team. and you'll spend 99% of your time getting absolutely destroyed. But there's a couple of times we've come so close to beating, you know, 5 genuine players who are obviously all at a much higher level than we are. So that one victory would be worth more than any of the others combined. I think you can have a laugh doing it as well. There's a lot of people who take it very, very seriously, and I don't think that's any of us somehow.
Yeah, Megan and I used to play StarCraft 2 for years. We would always beat the AI opponents, even on the harder levels. And whenever, like every month or 2 months, we'd go online and see if we could actually beat some real people, and we'd totally get just blasted away in 10 minutes, and just to go away and play the computers again instead.
After the quiz, I'm playing Counter-Strike. Yeah, so I've got some friends that we set up a private server on it, so we can at least be equally bad against each other.
Sounds like good fun.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike's brilliant. Yeah, likewise.
I've never played it, you know. I've never played
Counter-Strike. One of those games where I only ever survived for like 10 seconds. So.
Oh yeah, we played against, we somehow stumbled sometimes into the public server, and you think, cool, these people got really well coloured little rifles and outfits. And we sort of stumble on, and you know, they sort of jump backwards and shoot us through the head without even looking, and find, you know, to reload.
I was playing Rocket League last night. There's quite a few people where I work, and there's a lot of apprentice developers, and we all decided to get together and have a game. So there was how many was there? Was 12 of us. So there was like 3 teams of 4. Sorry, 4 teams of 3, and they just completely wiped the floor, and that was just in a private match. I thought, not even like on the public server. I thought, fuck me. So yeah, they were good. They were probably they're only about like, well, to me they look about 12.
But then they've got all the time in the world
to do it.
That's your excuse.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'd like to see them try and get past critical mass in one go, though. You know, on these.
Have a go on Airwolf, and let's see how far you get.
Oh, I had a great experience. I was going to say a few months ago. It was back before. Must have been back before lockdown. I played Fortnite with my nephew. He absolutely trashed me. But then we had to go on a PlayStation Mini and got going on Tekken, and I beat him to a bloody pulp and just
got your revenge. Nice.
I hope you didn't say a word the whole way through the match either. You were concentrating so hard.
There's a couple who I know who have 3 kids, and at the start of lockdown, at the start of the first lockdown, they were the kids were like, "Oh, play Fortnite with us! Play Fortnite with us!" And then they the parents who I know played Fortnite with them, and they played and won, and then got good. And now they're in a position where the parents will play, and because the parents will play, it's not cool anymore. It's just like, oh, we're on something else. We're on, I don't know, Minecraft or Roblox or something, and the parents just playing Fortnite. We're quite good now, so.
Yeah, it's like the whole Facebook conundrum as well. It's when the moment at which my parents appeared on Facebook and tried to befriend me, I was like, "That's it. This bubble is burst. I'm out of here."
Yeah, so thinking about the old games, my dad and I used to play Blitz on the VIC-20. My dad loved it because it had one key, the spacebar to drop the bombs. We had the plane gun on the top and then the breakers. And my mum used to love Rocky Horror Show on the Spectrum as well. So she finished, did a playthrough of that one. And it was one of those games that was really atmospheric. It wasn't particularly complicated, but was really, really atmospheric on how it played out, and really well done graphics for the time.
What game was that again? Sorry, is that the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah.
I remember playing that around a friend's house. Just only because I can only vaguely remember the game now, but I'm sure there's a scene or there's a clip where if you get touched by the enemy, you use lose all your clothes, so you're kind of like sidestepping across the screen, covering your bits. Yeah. As a kid, that's the most amusing thing ever. So
yeah, you sort of have to walk backwards holding your things, you know, you haven't, you know, you're not showing them.
Yeah, it's either that or How to Be a Complete Bastard. I think those are like the main lead to the two games that we played. So.
Yeah, I was trying to think of any other ones on the spec. I remember putting swear words in the boggit on the Spectrum, and that would make it crash.
Yeah.
Also, Brian Bloodaxe, I think if you put a swear word in, when it loaded, it would pretend to crash out to the Sinclair logo, and then it would go back to the game and it said, "So only kidding," you know. So it looked like it crashed. So yeah, it said temporal disruption or something when it did it, and then it just did it on every load. And there's some good little Easter eggs in the old games if you look hard for them. Yeah. But it's trying to remember them all now.
Cool.
Considering it's 30 years ago.
Right, I'm gonna make a start in a few minutes' time. I think Paul said he was going to join us, but I can't see any signs of him joining at the moment. So I'll wait him for a little bit. Everyone got a pen and paper? Make a note of answers.
Yep.
Add up scores.
I haven't got
it.
There's always one.
I've got some old printer paper. So.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Mads, what's Chris and Dean and Steve's excuse this time?
I think Chris's excuse was his wife. Matt's as well, actually.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah.
I think, and Steve's been in work until like an hour ago, so he was going to try to make it if he wasn't too wasted.
Fair enough. I think next time we have one, I might just message Chris's wife and ask his permission. So, can he come out to play, please?
It is probably his only one free night where he's not recording a podcast, though. He just say,
"Yeah, we'll be recording tomorrow." For example,
so. I don't know how he gets through so many games, to be honest. So.
Yeah,
no.
It's like playing a different game in every channel. It's just like, oh, yeah. There's not as many questions as there was this time compared to last time, but that's only because I've run out of time. But they're still good, in my opinion, anyway. So
I won't get them all anyway. So
I've got more music rounds. Big fan of the music rounds last time.
No, less music rounds.
The music rounds are good.
There is some music rounds, but not as many, John. Don't worry. No.
That pretty much set up my listening for last month.
Right. Stephen, are you on a mobile or a tablet?
I'm on a mobile.
On a mobile phone. Oh, okay. There's a couple of questions. Well, I'll put like an image on the screen. So if you struggle to see any of your details in those, just let me know, and I'll send you a file or something.
On the PC, and then as a camera. So
I tell you, once they've been up, I'll just chuck them in the Discord channel. Okay. If you need to have a look at them, you might get them without having to look at them in full screen. So we don't know.
Right, I'm just going to put Zoom on anyway and see what happens.
Cool.
Everyone can be in two places at once. It might say Stephen twice.
That's fine. I was gonna join on my other laptop actually, because I've usually got two.
Yeah.
I've usually got my.
Yeah, it's thanks I haven't got a camera on the PC. That's why. So yeah, I'll just put join.
Yeah, you should be able to do two at once. We quite do with the kids.
Yeah, I've done that in a test before. So.
Okay, I'll just call myself Stephen on this one. So. Right, just finding the right keyboard. I've got three computers. Computer scanning. I've got like 3 scanners and 3 machines all running at once. Because you can sort of jump from one to the next and the next, and then you can get 3 done at once. Right.
How long do you reckon it takes for you to scan in a magazine then? Like from start to finish?
Now I can do
on average.
100-page magazine would take me about 40 minutes now. So, because I'm basically doing 3 at once, so it takes 1 hour and 50 to do 3 magazines. So divide that by 3. It's about 40 minutes. So it's not too bad.
Who are you scanning magazines for?
The archive.
Yeah,
And
I appreciate anyone that scans stuff into that, because I use that site all the time. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop on the Discord later the link. I've done it occasionally, so you can find all the 600 DPI scans I've done. They are big, but I've future-proofed everything. So I'm doing them now once again, but at such high res that they shouldn't have to be ever done again, hopefully.
Do you have to like split the magazine apart, destroy it to do it?
I use a very heavy encyclopedia on top of the scanner, so I flatten them as much as I can, so I don't have to destroy much. So yeah,
at least you made a use for that book.
Exactly.
Encyclopedia.
Still has an encyclopedia.
You know, I'm absolutely
the old N. Carter.
CD.
I'm absolutely gutted.
Well, I've got one of those old really heavy sort of Dell laptops which I got out of a skip, and that weighs an absolute ton, so that works really well.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gutted that, I mean, I had every issue of Computer and Video Games from issue 2 for years and years, and piles of them. And when we moved house here, I threw them all away, and I'm so gutted now.
It's funny, like I'm into retro bikes as well as like retro games, and if you go into Retro Biker, it's like a forum where people collect some of the old mountain bikes and racing bikes, and like the material that you used to be able to get in magazines now is quite sought after. It's just like people are after that information, and I just think of back in the day where I just had like loads of like bike magazines just like laying around the floor. It's just like you can't find decent quality versions of it now anywhere, and it's just if only I'd have just kept hold of them. So.
Because I posted about the bomber. I think I said about the Riley bomber. I remember quite vividly because my friend had a Grift and I had the bomber, which is like the bigger version, and it was an equally bad one for smashing your privates or your knees on the.
A heavy bike, if I remember right.
But I never liked the choppers because having a very small front wheel is just a silly idea with potholes.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool at the time. That was the thing.
Yeah, and back in the day, there's so much dog poo around. You could do some. One of the you hit a white turd, and then you'd be off.
The famous white turds. Right then.
This reminds me of that scene at the end of Step Brothers.
Haven't seen it.
Where they get the kid, don't they, and put him towards the white dog turd.
Kids these days will never know the joys.
And then I'm gonna make a start in a minute. So for those who haven't done it before, just keep a track of your own record. And then at the end, we'll just add them up. So you've got them.
Awesome. Right, let me just pop a light on.
Is there a mid quiz break to get another beer, Blake, or should I grab one quickly now?
Grab on now. And
okay,
then
2 seconds.
I'll usually have a little break after the questions. So.
You're on.
How's it going, Reese? What happened to all the hair?
All the hair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These wonderful things that have reopened in the UK called hairdressers.
Yeah. You never got the full cousin yet then?
No.
No.
I came very, very close. I had it was weird because I got the beard trimmed as well.
Yeah.
You know when you go to like a curry house and you get like the towels after you've finished the curry to kind of wipe your hands?
Yes.
They're not during lockdown at all. So this guy basically like did like a proper like razor blade, shaved it. I then got like this towel. I just put it over my face. And it was quite bloody hot. Microwaved it for like 30 seconds or 60 seconds or something, and it was just like, and he just put it over my face, and I was just like, don't breathe. And I was like, just like that. Yeah, like that.
Cool.
It was, Yeah, that was quite an experience.
Mm.
But you know what? I look better than I fucking did. I mean,
I was having a look through your Discord channel.
Yeah.
Recently, I was a little bit disappointed when I saw the shirt that you're wearing on this channel. Actually, I was looking at quite the. I was more particularly looking at the Street Fighter one that you got recently.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I share a picture of that now in the group?
What, the Street Fighter one?
Yeah.
Shall I actually? Do you know what? Shall I wear it? If you can wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I think the expression on the picture is. I'm going to put it up now if you don't mind.
Nice.
How happy does it look?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That is an aspirational shirt there. I like that.
You see my Mario Kart one.
Oh, nice.
What is it? The other one?
I've got a Mario Kart one.
Oh, yes.
In this room, may have asked where I got it. Isn't that right, Mads?
Yep. But they didn't ship to Denmark.
Cool. Right, then before we start, I just want to let you know what you're all playing for. There is a prize.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And this is it, the official Retro Asylum Discord quiz winners.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Wonderful.
Not available to purchase, only available to win. So it's a proper
One of a
trophy.
kind.
So I moved into this house about 6 months ago.
Amazing.
And you've not got any coffee cups.
So my wife's got into like crafting and stuff while we've been in lockdown, and she got like this new mug press. I thought, oh, can you do us a prize for the quiz? And she's like, yeah, I can do vinyl cutting and stuff. And I started thinking like about in the TV show over here, the 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and every time we do a quiz, we can have various different articles of clothing with just that badge on. So I'll be playing for the Y fronts next time. So. I'm not modelling them though. That's for certain. Right, everyone ready?
Yes.
I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to contest any of my answers when we get to the answer round, feel free. So I've tried to do my best to research them. Da-da-da-da.
Cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah. Right, can you all see that?
Yes. I can, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. And then let's see if this works properly. And then split it up into various parts. I'll try and explain if I need to at the start of each section. So let's just start off with about 4 or 5 simple questions. So start off with an easy one. That's my catchphrase. It's going to be for every quiz. So, what does NES stand for? So I'll try and make
bonus
it a bit.
Points for good answers, for wrong answers.
I only get bonus points for wrong answers.
If they're funny enough.
So I'll try and help by putting the quiz, the question numbers in the corner as well, so it's easier to reference if you have any questions. Question number 2. How many blocks make up a brick in the 1988 video game Tetris? Each brick has the same number of blocks in them.
Oh,
how many?
Question.
Never thought about that before.
This is where those that are sat in their own game room can get a bit of advantage. Have a look around.
Yeah.
Is it how many blocks make a? Is it how many blocks make a brick, or is it how many bricks make a block?
I have it as how many blocks make a brick. Right, question number.
Are we technically called tetrominos?
I said on some weird kind of Transformers show where they're all just Tetris blocks. Very Japanesey. I'd watch that. Right. Question number 3. What are the first names of the 2 brothers featured in the game Double Dragon?
Isn't it Steve and Dean?
Where's Dean when you need him? Oh.
Yeah, he'd be all over this one.
I try and coaxed him in last time with Spectrum questions, and he wasn't there, so I thought, sod him.
Oh, blimey! That's one of those you kind of feel you really should know, but
I think I know one of them, possibly. Is it a point for each?
Oh, this caught me out last time.
Half a point for each.
No, it's 1 point for both.
Ruthless.
Not messing around with half points this time. Question number 4. What company created Space Invaders? And question number 5. What was the first gaming console to have internal memory?
Oh, gosh.
Are you talking an internal memory card?
Well, in the console itself.
Internal to the console, not
console,
not plug-in.
Not like an external.
Yeah.
Was it?
Right then, and it's John's favourite section, the audio round.
Yes.
I haven't before I added them in the spreadsheet. I hadn't normalised them, so if these come through as quite loud, just let me know. I'll try and adjust the volume on the fly. So yeah, you need to listen to the song, or the track, I should say, and let me know what game or franchise it's from. I put franchise because if you've watched the first video, some of the clips from certain games might be appearing other games within that same franchise. So then here's the first one. I presume you could all hear that. Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like I should know it.
I was
Yeah.
enjoying Dave's head dancing.
Yeah. Helps me.
Good on that.
Want it again, or do you want me to move on?
Let's have it again.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have it once more.
It's quite a nice tune.
I know this. What is it?
I only put this in because of the expressions on everyone's faces. It's just so hard to pinpoint the game when you hear the song.
I was playing it earlier.
I definitely should know that. I feel like I should know that.
Right then, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
So number 7.
That's very much an educated guess for that.
Oh shit! Something's gone horribly wrong with my presentation.
What game is this from?
Zoom out.
Trying to zoom out. Is that someone else doing that, or is that me?
That's all you.
Something's gone horribly wrong. Hold on a second.
Just drop it and reconnect it.
No, do you know what it is? It's stupid, actually. In order to make room for my PlayStation, I've had to move my laptop under my desk, so now I'm tickling the touchpad with my toes, and
it's playing footsie with your laptop.
Yeah. Right, I think that's back to normal. That was 7 we had just then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so number 8.
Blake, you're a wicked man.
Good one. I love that one.
I can't help it with the audio.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Blake.
Right then, and I think there's one audio. Yeah. So last of the audios.
I take it back. Not a fan of the audio around this time.
What the hell was that?
A variety of stumped faces.
Can we have that one again, Blake?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah, good one.
Oh. Right then, part 3, covers. I have used my non-existent Photoshop skills to blank out the names of games based on covers, arcade flyers, etc. All you have to do is tell me what the name of the game is. I need the specific name of the game. I can't.
Name the game then.
Name the game. Yeah. Name the game. Right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Cool then.
Yep.
All right then. Let's go for the first one. Let's make it easy. Can you see those okay, Stephen?
Yeah.
I've got the other monitor.
Super. Right then. And the next one.
Oh. Okay, right.
And the next one, number 12. Oh, come on. This was too hard to blank out, so I just put a big sticky plaster over it.
Fuck.
What's that?
I'm guessing.
You should know this if you're a fan of the Ready Player One book.
Hoping I've picked the right game from the Ready Player One book.
Quite a few to choose from.
I just had a thought. The mailbox might be a clue.
Right then. And the next one.
Oh.
Look at those socks.
Whoa.
That's why I picked it.
I've never played that game.
And number 14.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Brilliant game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
Excellent. Keep trying to start it again, but
you just pick it because
you played the sequel.
Did you, Blake?
Yeah, I still need to play the sequel.
What was that?
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I say, did you pick it just because it was quite easy to Photoshop?
No. I think I picked about 20, and then there was 2, and I thought I'm never going to do that, so got rid of it. Cool. Number 15. And I think there's another one. Oh no, back to the question round. All right then. Next set of questions. What video game company originally collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation? Next question, number 17. What is the name of the dragon in the game Dragon's Lair?
Big bastard.
Take a guess. You might get it right. Right. Question number 18. How many radio stations are there in the arcade game Outrun?
oh,
Oh, right, okay.
I only had this on the other day.
Question number 19. Excluding the D-pad, how many buttons were there on the original Atari Jaguar controller?
Good question.
400?
Good question.
Who's spinning around to look at one? Yeah.
What have we got? We've got.
Oh.
What was it? Good question, that.
Right, gonna move on. I think it's another question. Yeah. Who is the final boss in the NES video game Punch-Out? Now, although not strictly true, I'm going to say there's 2 possible answers to this.
Yeah.
I'll explain later
Yeah.
on. So,
Yeah.
You get 3 points if you get both of them.
for this, I'm going to say yes. So you get a point for each one. So. I haven't got my other monitor, so I'm not sure what's coming up, so you know as much as I do. All right, next slide. Oh, some more covers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I went a bit mad with the airbrushing, so there's quite a few more covers than there is questions and audio clips. So, next one. Right, number 21.
Oh, okay.
Whichever one I pick, it's going to be the other one.
Yeah.
Next one, 22. And then we have number 23. Who was it who asked for Intellivision stuff last time?
me.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Thanks, Brett. That's my second answer on the sheet.
Number 24.
Okay.
And next page. Number 25. I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get any more vague than a Master System cover, can you?
Yeah.
One of my all-timers, that one. And the remake's dropping next month as well, isn't it?
You said what I was going to say. Yes.
I was just about to ask about that, and I thought, was that too much of a giveaway?
What was that again?
Right, next slide.
Another banger.
Classic. Right, next one. Oh, some more questions for you. In the Super Nintendo version of SimCity, what monster can run amok and destroy your city?
Oh, I lost so many hours to that game.
I think we all did.
Next question, so number 28. The Ocean Software release of Gilligan's Gold is a 1984. Is a port of what original arcade game? And number 29. Name one of the Atari 2600 release titles. There are 9 to choose from.
Rough. Was before I was born.
Before most of us were born, wasn't it?
No, sorry. Definitely not. They're in the drawer down here. Shall I have a look?
Right, question 30. What functionality did the Codemasters J-Cart add for the Sega Genesis? All right. Next question. What is the name of the universe where The Legend of Zelda develops? Next question. And it's more audio clips.
Yes.
Oh. Everyone's favourite round.
Yes.
So, number 32. Name the game.
Somewhere. No.
Like that. I've no idea where that came from.
There's no mistaking that sound chip, though.
Oh, yeah. I listen to it all the time, but I can't remember it now.
Same. I know it so well.
I'll get to the next one, but obviously if anyone wants any of these repeating later on, let me know. So number 33. It's dangerous preparing all these clips because if you do it in the morning, it's just in your head for the whole day now. That one particularly lasted about 3 days. So. And now it's just been renewed. Then number 34.
Oh, I fucking know it as well.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I love that game. Banger.
If I would have to guess who's doing quite well at the moment, I'd say Mads, because every question he looks down, scribbles something, then looks up and smiles at the camera. I'm thinking, a bit.
It's all for show, mate. All for show.
Yeah. Have you got an audio feed?
Oh, there's another one. Number 35. Right then, moving on. I think this might be the final round now. So there's a big collection of covers at the end. Right then, so, number 36.
Ooh. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, go for that.
Oh.
Number 37. Number 38. It's not Mario Madness, by the way. Number 39. Number 40. Number 41.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
I remember as a kid, I used to go into my local game shop in Dudley, and I was just like looking at the Spectrum tapes, and they had the Amiga section on the central stand behind me, and I remember turning around and seeing this massive Amiga box game. I'd never seen anything like it before. I thought, wow, at the size of those boxes. They've got to be good.
that was the game. Every time I got an upgrade for my Amiga, that was the game I tested it to see if it made any difference.
Well, I want to try the new Pi Storm on the Amiga if I can get one. The new Raspberry Pi Storm, which is going to speed up the stock Amiga to about 90 or 100 megahertz off Raspberry Pi Zero. So, yeah.
That'll push it to about 5 frames a second then, will it?
We should be doing hopefully about 48 frames a second with that.
It ran nicer than a 4000.
I remember the adverts for Microprose. Halfway through Games Master, and as somebody who only had a Commodore 64 at the time, being like, holy effing.
And the crazy thing is, sorry, Brett, I know Blake, I mean, just what you said happens on the podcast, but you used to think you were really driving this, and the simulation was unbelievable with your one button joystick.
I used to play Revs on the Commodore 64, which you did it on the keyboard and the spacebar to speed up the steering.
Yeah.
Same author.
Right then, and last one.
Oh yes, like it.
Yeah,
thanks,
thanks
Blake.
again, John. Yeah.
It's their take on Missile Command, isn't it? Sorry.
Right then.
Wonderful.
All right, add up your scores. I'm going to get a beer.
They've got 3.
You score.
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab a beer as well.
A bit of drink back into it.
I'm off to find a new hobby because apparently I've got no interest.
I just need to listen to more music. It's the music rounds that do me every time.
Yeah.
It's so infuriating.
Yeah, especially the Commodore tunes. I know them all so well, and now my brain can't fathom which one's which.
Yeah, and I can even sometimes I can actually see the game start in my mind, and I think, what the hell was it called?
Oh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What happens now? You're going to go through and give us all the right answers?
Yes, I just told you to add up your scores, didn't I? I haven't given you the answers
did, yeah.
yet. But
Oh,
sorry. It's a trick question.
No worries.
Yeah, I got the answers.
I got them all right if you imagine a parrot.
Yeah.
I've got a separate spreadsheet for the answers. How do we think we do? Anybody quietly confident?
No, not remotely.
That'll be Matt, then he's very quiet. Yeah.
Did all right until we got to the audio rounds.
Yeah.
I thought I was in after the first question, and then it went downhill.
Yeah. And on the Game Gear one, not Game Gear, Master System, I could have sworn it, but I kept thinking of, was it Bonanza Brothers with the sort of penguins with the boxing gloves? Not Bonanza Brothers, what was one with penguins and they had the boxing gloves?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm throwing that in there.
That's all right.
You're
getting your back on me, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, I can visualise the cover, but I can't think of the.
I know I've got it on Spectrum because I scanned it.
Now you know what it feels like.
I'll look up in a minute.
Oh, right then.
Penguins with banana boxing gloves.
Either a game cover or it's a weird cheese stream you had.
Right then. Let's go through these. What does NES stand for? I think most of you should have got this. It's obviously Nintendo Entertainment System.
Well, I've not blanked, so that's
Yeah.
Question 2, how many blocks make up a brick in the 1988 video game Tetris? It is 4. So there's 4 blocks to every brick. Question number 3, what are the first names of the 2 brothers featured in the game Double Dragon? They are Billy and Jimmy.
No,
They are.
not Dylan.
Where they mistranslated as Billy and Jimmy.
If you just joined us, Jim, I'll go back in a second and just do the first.
That's
two.
right, mate. I've got none of the other ones anyway. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Can I have a point for Dylan Rodney?
Now that would be a good version of the game.
Question number 4. What company created Space Invaders? It was Taito.
Hey.
Question number 5. What was the first gaming console to have internal memory? It was apparently the Sega Saturn.
Was it really?
There you go.
I went for the VCS thinking it meant just RAM.
Yeah, I did the same. Yeah, I did the same, Stephen. Yeah.
That's when it was going to be the Fairchild or the VCS. And,
yeah.
There you go.
Question number 6. Oh, audios. So I'll play another sample clip. And the game is.
Oh, of course.
I got that wrong. Love that game.
Should have known that.
Number 7.
I was just guessing a 16-bit game at that point.
I only played the Spectrum version of it.
Yeah, I went. I was thinking like Sonic, one of the Master System Sonic games.
I think it's Strider, so one of the later levels, but yeah.
And number 8.
Played this far too much, so this one was easy.
Number 9.
Can I be a dick?
Go ahead.
Can I accept? Will you accept Invader Load?
I'd say so.
Ooh.
It was on there.
Because it was the loading of Astrotronic games.
Say again, sorry.
It was on Invader Load on the Commodore as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough.
So I can take that as like a second correct. And
I can't see any reason why I can't take that as an answer.
I didn't realise the C16 at that point had a SID chip in it.
Yeah, because I've just read. I do. That's one of the ones I do listen to, and I've got it on Spotify as Ocean Loader 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I've messed up a bit here.
Right there. I couldn't remember it. I knew it, but
It was in other places.
I think if anyone's got anything. I didn't realise it was a multi-game clip, so I'll let you fight it out amongst yourselves. Running covers. Number 10. I think most people should have got this. Obviously, Qbert. Can't help but say it like those guys over Sesame Street. Qbert. And now you will too. Haha. And then number 11. Moon Patrol.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Moon Patrol.
Number 12 was Zork.
Yay!
I was right. The mailbox was a clue.
Yeah.
Big white house as well.
Yeah.
Number 13. Joust.
I was surprised it didn't have Bernie sponsoring it.
I've only just noticed in the bottom right actually has got the title.
Oh,
of the game.
it says Joust.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I actually I airbrushed that out on the
Oh, did you?
photo.
Did you? All right. Okay.
No stones left unturned.
You were put off by the wrinkled stockings on that one.
Yeah.
I go. Oh no, it won't show. It won't show you actually if I go back. Will it? Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And the screen as well. I'm quite impressed with myself on that one. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a Photoshop whiz.
I am not. You're also the outtake ones. And then number 14.
Beneath the Steel Sky.
Hey.
And Beyond is actually a really good game as well. So if you guys are into your adventure games, you should check it out.
Is Beyond still only available on Apple Arcade?
No, I played it on the PC.
All right, okay. Cool. I thought it was just Apple Arcade thing when it was first released. So
Only for a couple of months, I think.
Okay.
Can you buy it on the iPad now?
I've got no idea.
I don't know. I think it might be just on Apple Arcade on iPad. But
Is it?
Yeah.
It did have that bug though, didn't it? That you couldn't complete it for a while.
I played it very, very early on, and there were a few bugs where I had to like restart from an earlier save game, but not too bad. It was okay.
Or cover number 15 is Yar's Revenge. For those who can't see the red text on the orange background. Number 16, what video game company originally collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation? Was of course Nintendo. Number 17, what is the name of the dragon in the game Dragon's Lair? It is Singe.
The hint is in the title of the second game.
On the Commodore, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put Scorch. I think it's a different dragon.
How many radio stations are there in the arcade game Outrun? There are 3. Passing Breeze, Magical Sound Shower, Splash Wave. 19, including the D-pad. How many buttons were there on the original Atari Jaguar controller? There were 17.
Oh, that was so close.
16.
Yeah, I guess that's 16 as well.
22 on the Pro controller. So there obviously weren't enough buttons on the original one. They had to make one with extra buttons on.
God.
Damn it.
Damn it.
And then who was the final boss in the NES video game Punch Out?
Mike Tyson?
And
Mr. Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was originally Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
And then
It's only 1 point even if you get both, right?
I said a point for each when I read that question out. So yeah. Apparently his license expired, and then he lost his title. So Nintendo thought, no, it's a bit crap now. So they just instead of renewing it, they just renamed him Mr. Dream.
When he went to prison.
No.
I was going to say, yeah,
it was before he went to prison, actually. So.
Was it
his future misdemeanors?
Yeah.
No, it was literally just his license had expired, but he'd already lost the title to. I can't remember his name now. It was a bit
Mr. Douglas.
That was the guy, yeah, the chubby guy, and I just thought, nah, I'll just write him out. So covers, right then. Number 21. Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, crap.
Who got the other one? Anybody?
Yeah, the other one.
So, number 22, great game.
Carmageddon.
Yes.
Great game.
Yeah.
I played that so much in.
If there's ever a game where the demo has convinced me to sink my money into buying the game, it was that one. So.
One of the best computer games ever, according to the cover.
Was it the demo that you could hack and you could play as the other characters?
Oh, I don't know. I remember buying the demo, and I didn't have a steering wheel, but it was very pliable on a keyboard, especially if you just use the wheel spin button. But you just played the demo over and over again, so I thought, might as well got the max pack. So that's pretty cool. Right, number 23. The Dragons, or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
I played that a lot.
I've got an Intellivision, but it's not set up at the moment with this space I've now acquired on my desk by getting rid of my laptop. I'm just going to cycle my consoles every month, I think, depending on what's in the game club.
We played that much.
Say again?
Did you play Advanced Dungeons and Dragons much?
I haven't. I've got it, but I haven't played it yet. So I brought a console. It's got about 20 games with it. So that's one of them. Right, number 24. Winter Games.
I didn't realise it came out on the Amiga.
Yeah. Also, an interesting thing about the Commodore version, if you got the old VIC chip, it corrupts the graphics on the ski jump, so it just goes into, it's how they got sparklers from. So the sprite goes all sparkly. It doesn't work properly. Sorry, because I had the old VIC chip and I couldn't work out why it wasn't loading properly. And then my friend swapped it around with my one, and this is back in 86, 87, and we worked out it's the chip that's at fault.
I remember having some games. I had a Spectrum Plus 2, and I had a collection of games that just wouldn't load on my system. Yeah, I've taken around my friends who had a Plus 3 and an original 48K. They loaded fine. That was annoying.
Yeah. I've got the this is one I've managed to scan recently, if I can get it right for the camera. This is the Spectrum 1 to 8 version, which is quite hard to find actually for some reason. It's just loaded in one go rather than in multi-loads. So, but a good game.
Right, 25. This one, Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
Yeah.
There is a later cover that's a little bit more fancier than this one, but I did like the blue-eyed, massively fist kid at the bottom. So.
Yeah.
Or monkey, whatever he is. So. Right then, number 26, classic, Castle of Illusion.
Hey.
Right, number 27. In the Super Nintendo version of SimCity, what monster can run amok in your city? It is Bowser. Bowser on wheels.
Oh dear. I've got a bigger version, Godzilla.
In the Ocean Software release of Gilligan's Gold in 1984 is a portable original arcade game. It is Bagman. 29. Name one of the Atari 2600 release titles. There are 9 to choose from, so you could have had Blackjack, Surround, Basic Math, Video Olympics, Combat, Air Sea Battle, Starship, Street Racer, and Indy 500.
Oh no, who had Basic Math?
Does anyone have anything other than Combat?
Not Advanced Math.
I nearly went for Carnival, but luckily I went for Combat. I played it safe.
Yeah.
I put Pong down. I can't believe that wasn't it.
I put Breakout.
I can't believe that weren't a release game. Oh well.
Number 30, what functionality did the Codemasters J-Cart add for the Sega Genesis? It was 2 extra controller ports.
Does extra player ports count?
Extra player ports, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I put 4 player control.
I put 4 players, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you could get an extra 2 on each controller, couldn't you?
You could,
on
if you on micro
Yeah.
machines, you could actually get 8 player. But I don't know if you, as a kid, you get 8 kids around your 14-inch CRT monitor.
Yeah.
No, but 4-player micro machines was good fun though.
Yeah. And then, what is the name of the universe where the Legend of Zelda develops? It is Hyrule.
Cool.
Please give me Breath of the Wild 2 very soon.
Yeah. E3, Mads. E3.
Yeah.
It'll be all over it.
I'm thinking it'll be announced with the new Switch version.
Hopefully. That'll be day 1.
Is there an
Booking myself a
E3
day
going
off
on this
work
year?
for that.
Is it this year or next year?
Yeah, E3, yeah. It's about 5 weeks away, 4 weeks
Oh,
away, something like that.
Cool.
Because apparently America doesn't have coronavirus, so
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's all digital.
Okay.
Trent, right. Audio clips, number 32. It's Last Ninja 2.
Yeah. That we used to play that at lunch times in the 6th year at school. Found my mate around the corner from school. Bunk out of school to play it.
Nice. And then number 33. Hang on.
Yeah.
That's not me telling you to hang on. Hang on. Don't hang on. Don't hang on. So. Number 34.
Oh, Space Harrier.
I'm surprised if they get ready for the next question.
How is it? Welcome to the fantasy zone.
35.
Kirby, of course.
And then last set of covers.
Metal Gear.
36 is Metal Gear. Yep.
Right.
Well done. Number 37. I expect most people in the game club to have got this one. Obviously, Devil's Crush.
Crush.
And number 38, Mario. But which Mario was it?
2.
It was number 2. Yes.
Sorry, but I just missed prior to Devil's Crush. What was that, please?
The one before Devil's
Metal
Crush.
Gear.
Metal Gear.
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
yeah. No, thank you, mate. So I was just having two conversations.
Random.
Well, don't.
Kate's got the giggles.
Right then. Number 39.
Driver.
Yeah. Number 40. Very early.
Balloon Fight.
Yes, it is. Very early Game Club game, but that was back on the forum days. Number 41.
Grand Prix.
Formula 1 Grand Prix.
Yes.
Or Grand Prix, so I used to say as a kid for about many years.
Totally different game.
Yeah. Number 42.
Astro Smash.
That's the one. Right then.
So next time, Blake, we have some more television games again.
I think give someone else an opportunity to suggest an influence on the questions.
Great questions, Blake. This was good fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
It was very good.
Yeah,
I assume the answers to 1 and 2 were New Entertainment System and 4. Is that right? Or
Yes.
Yes.
Then you two got right. Then marvelous.
Cool. Right then.
Who's got the game playing in the background? I can keep hearing there's some retro sounds. Or am I dreaming it?
No, I can hear that.
I
as
can't
well.
hear anything.
It's like retro tinnitus you've got there.
Conditioning theme hospital.
Popular on Discord, but apart from that, I can't hear.
I can't think of how many questions there were in the quiz actually. So.
42.
Yeah.
And one of the
Okay.
questions had 2 points, so the
Yeah,
total is
okay.
43 points. I'm nowhere near that.
Anyone get 30 or above?
No.
Yeah.
We have some
Well done.
hands.
Oh, well done.
David, what did you get?
30, exactly.
How many? 30 exactly. Okay.
30 exactly.
Stephen?
33.
33.
Oh, yes.
Well done.
Reese, do you put your hand up?
30, exactly.
Ooh. So I think we have a winner with 33 then, don't we?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well
Well
done.
done.
well done.
Great effort. Well
Who'd
done.
have guessed the man with every game and every magazine in
Yeah.
satin win the quiz based on belly covers?
It's fun for combinations, quite good actually, because you've played most things. The only things I didn't play were Kirby because it was a bit young for me back then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good fun.
Cool.
That was awesome.
I got some ideas for the next one.
Yeah.
A few curveballs to throw your way. So.
Yeah, Spectrum cover would be good.
Yes.
My nemesis was the
Atari
audio
next.
rounds, it seems.
What was that? Sorry.
My nemesis was the audio rounds, it seems.
Same.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally lucked out on the audio round.
I was looking forward to them after the last one. They did me well in the last one, but
Yeah.
this time around it was just horrendous.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
What do you
I
get?
think
Come on,
it
get
was
it.
actually no. I did on round 2. I got a big fat bagel on that one. So.
Me too.
I'm still trying to think of that game with the two penguin things with the big boxing gloves and they mooses on. Can anyone remember it?
I have to Google it now.
I know I've tried. I can't find it on Google. I'll put it.
Ice Climber.
Find it.
That's what I was thinking. Ice
Ice
Climber,
Climber,
but
for example.
they weren't penguins, were they?
It was isometric, and they were going around the city. It was a bit like Pac-Mania sort of
Okay.
view. We had moose. It's coming in about 89.
The same game that you can't think of, Andy, as well.
Sadly, not. No. It was a very, this is a
Imagine
very
that.
game how I remember it.
Imagine that.
So frustrating.
Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah,
very good. Yeah.
Should we just have people's scores? Would that be fun? Or
Say again?
I'd like to hear people's scores. How many points did
No,
you
you
get?
don't. You don't. You really don't.
No worries, then. This was great fun, Brett.
It was more than 20 and less than 30.
No, it wasn't.
I'm with you, that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. More than 20, less than 25.
It was more than 21 and less than 23.
Yeah, mine was less than 20.
Yeah, I got less than 20.
Yeah, less than 20.
You get Mads?
27. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
26.
24.
Close.
I'm just no good with the Nintendo stuff. I've never touched hardly any of it. So
I got one in the second round. What was it? Golden Axe.
Yeah, I got Golden Axe. Yeah, and that was it.
And then nothing.
Do you know the most annoying one about that?
Kirby in the other round.
The Golden Axe audio was when that was playing. I could picture a sprite walking like this, and I knew exactly. I just couldn't play Switch game. I knew it was a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and I could just picture this muscling man going like this. But then I thought, nope, I can't picture it.
I tell you what, Andy, you could have been motion capture for that if they did that.
Before my time, sadly, yeah.
What, for the dwarf?
Yeah, probably more likely. Yeah. Gillius Gilmore.
I didn't get Golden Axe either, and I have a mask. Like my face mask for walking around is of Golden Axe.
Cool. I got a Sub-Zero one from Mortal Kombat, but I don't tend to wear it because I forget I'm wearing it. Then I walk into work and everyone's looking at me strange.
Have any of you watched the new film?
No. I'm keen to watch it. It's up on Amazon now, isn't it? You can rent it.
Yeah. I paid £16 for it the other day, and feel like I paid £17 too much for it. To be honest, it was.
Really? No.
It's
not great. That's not great.
It's got some good bits in it, some good scenes in it, but there's a few parts, particularly with the CG, where it still looks like they're using the same technology from the 90s that they used on the original one.
It's very rare that movies based on games are any good, isn't it? So.
No, I know, but it starts.
I think I watched
good,
the worst one just recently. I watched House of the Dead. So please, I've done that so you don't have to. Don't watch House of the Dead.
I didn't even know there was one. What was that on a streaming service?
I picked up. I've got the DVD here, so I've got this strange habit of when I go to flea markets, I go through the DVD collection and just pick up movies based on games.
Yeah.
So I've got like a huge collection of those now, and almost all of them are quite crap actually. Alone in the Dark as well. Alone in the Dark is really really bad.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Brian Adams in Alone in the Dark? Is it Brian Adams?
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater in it.
Christian Slater, that's the one. Yeah.
It's really really bad. Yeah, but House of the Dead really takes the prize there. It's horrible.
That one directed by Rob Zombie, or am I just making that up?
Got no idea.
Oh man,
I kind of want to watch. If you want a good cheesy '90s movie, Double Dragon is a good watch actually.
I was going to ask actually, which is the best game movie tie-in. I haven't watched Double Dragon. I did like Resident Evil.
I like the first Resident Evil.
Yeah, I've watched the first 2 or 3 of those, but how many are there?
They went downhill, I think.
Oh, I couldn't finish the last one. It was so shit.
Have they not? Are they not remaking one as like a cartoon for Netflix or something?
I think they are. Yeah.
Do you guys watch the Castlevania one at all? Have you seen that on Netflix?
That's good.
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
Yeah,
I think season 4 just came out last night, didn't it? So
I'm watching that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Masters of the Universe. That's coming this year, isn't it?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you don't like the version with Dolph Lundgren back in the 80s?
I like it. I like it.
It's
an unappreciated classic.
Yes,
I like that. It's absolute perfection. Yeah. Orko is about the most disturbing character I've ever seen in a film in that one.
Well, it's like Gwildor, isn't it?
Who's starring as He-Man?
Dolph Lundgren.
It's a cartoon. They're doing it as
it's a cartoon, is it? I was going to say, bring back Dolph. He can still do it.
Yeah.
He could. I reckon he could still do it. But yeah, no, they're doing it as a cartoon.
All right.
I found the game.
Go on then, tell us what it was.
Dynamite Ducks.
Dynamite Ducks.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it ends with an X, doesn't it? Instead of the
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
international
that's
Ducks.
it. Yeah.
It's one of the very first Amiga games I actually paid for instead of just stealing it. So.
Yeah, they got a decent Master System port as well, I think.
Yeah, it was a great arcade game. Great problem.
Yeah.
Retro Asylum host in shock. Pirating confession.
Yeah, but we've all done it.
You wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
I own more Amiga games now than I ever did.
Yeah.
I blame people that put it all up on Internet Archive. To be honest, I mean, make it so easily accessible.
I know. I like to think it's preserving it.
Yeah.
It's also killing people, scalping on eBay as well. So
I can't believe how much some of the old Argos catalogs go for now on eBay. And
Wow,
stuff.
really?
It's like Argos put all their catalogs online, like the Book of Dreams URL, and then it got taken down. Now I use that to know what type of television set was popular between like the year 2000 and 2010, because that's where we moved from like CRT to LCD and then from 4:3 to widescreen. And so it's quite hard to tell. And then they took them all off. But in order to buy those catalogs, they're like, I mean, considering you know, they're outside the store for free, you just pick one up. And now some of them go for like 30 quid. You think, shit.
And this the other day. So that goes
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
if anyone's got the final issue of Amiga Power, that I'd love to get that scanned in at some point, because it's the only one I haven't done. I've done everything else but the last one. And there's such stupid money on eBay. I tried to get somebody to sort of lend it to me, and they won't do it. So,
do you do it all for free? Do you get any kind of income from any of this, or is it just for the
no,
love
it's
of it?
just for the love of getting it out there for people so they can read it again. So there's no income.
The effort that you put in is appreciated by me. That's for certain.
Yeah, but the sad thing is there's so many people now are sort of hoarding stuff and not, you know, so only they can see it. It's a real shame.
That is a shame. Yeah,
it is a shame, isn't it?
I noticed on Facebook, I'm on some of these, you know, retro sites, and you know, some of the guys say, "Oh, well, I'll let you have that issue if you can give me 12 of this or that." And you say, "Well, could I borrow it? And I'll pay you to borrow it, you know, to just get it done." But it's tough. I mean, there's obviously some people are quite sort of protective, which is fair enough. They spend money on stuff, but it's good just to get things out for everybody on the internet so it's preserved properly.
Right.
A question on that. Is there, with some people, are they of the mindset that they quite like to drip feed some of the stuff that they've got as well to keep the traffic coming to their website?
Maybe, but most of this is most stuff I do is 8 or early 16 bits, so
yeah,
a little bit beyond. It's a bit older than what the current YouTube sort of guys are. You know, they're more 16-bit. You know, sort of PlayStation-y, aren't they now?
Yeah, because that's it. Because I'm trying to think which one of the. It's not archive.org, which is the other quite big magazine resource, the other big online magazine resource. Say again, sorry.
Was it Retro Mags or?
It might well have been, yeah. And there was basically, I was wanting to basically get a full set of, it might have been the Nintendo 64 magazines, or it wasn't something that was in any way, you know, it was still something that was late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. And there was one of the people who I've obviously got, they've got the full set, but it was basically saying exactly that, is it saying, you know, they'll just release them every few months to encourage people to revisit the site, which is fine, but at the same time, I guess it depends which where you sit on it, doesn't it? It's if you're the one who's doing all the hard work and scanning them and putting them out there for people, then clearly you would. But
with the Zap64 site, we were drip feeding it back in the day. This is about 2000, because I was literally scanning them in, and then Ian was putting them up, and we could only afford to host like 1 or 2 at a time back then.
Yeah.
So, and I think Ian's now is talking to Chris Wilkins, obviously now Chris has got the IP for it. So Chris is quite happy to keep Ian going. So that's good. But back in the day, we used to sell DVDs to pay for the server costs. So we didn't actually make any money. We were just literally paying for the server. And also people did want to download loads of stuff on a sort of old modem, because it took forever. So so we did sort of have a turnover, but that was for servers, and now we just do it all for free. So
it's amazing. It's because there's always specific articles or reviews or something that you'll remember about either a game or a magazine or an issue, and there's literally, for me, there's nothing more nostalgic than being able to find that specific issue and go back and reread it. And it's one of the nicest things, again, with some of the Game Club games, or less so with the podcast we're doing, because it's still quite modern, but just with some of the other stuff, it's really nice being able to go back and reread the review that I read maybe as a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old or something. It kind of, it makes experiencing so much better than what it would be by just playing the game.
That's one of the reasons they're trying to preserve all this stuff, because it gives everybody the full experience as best as you can. I mean, you can't go back in time, but you can get it as close as you can. Especially with like the emulators now, if they can sort of put a lot of the artwork, etc., into the front ends, then that really gives you the full experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Especially MAME and RetroPie and things like that. They're sort of really going to town now.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, like I remember the it was always like, if I got a computer for Christmas, like off of parents, generally they'd give me a magazine as well. Like, I remember when I got my Commodore 64 and my parents bought me an issue of Zap 64, and I remember what was on it. The cover tape, it was Boulder Dash and Spy vs. Spy and a demo of Double Dragon 3. And you can find that, and then there is that nostalgia with it and everything.
I think we've actually got the tape files as well with the original magazine. So if you go on Zaps, I mean, what I can do is, if you want, I can put the ISO up for the old DVD. So it's got all the tapes and all the tap files with the original tapes on as well.
Oh, awesome.
So we did go to town. If somebody was going to buy a DVD off us, we made sure we put those extras and, really filled out with all the posters, everything that ever came out. And the music was so good. I mean, Ian and myself and my friend Darren, who now works for Antstream, we went over to Ludlow, and we got the full blessing from like Ollie and Roger, and they were so pleased that people would actually bother to preserve their stuff. So, and it was a complete antithesis of Future, who were trying to take us down. So what I did with Future is I just put the stuff up for free on the internet, and didn't charge anyone. Thought, well, we can't charge people, so we can't cover our server costs. We can't put it on the website, so we'll just go and stick it up on the torrent and let it rip, But you have to be a little bit sort of careful. But the thing is, it's only for preservation purposes. So if it's free, people aren't going to complain.
Yeah,
have you ever had
this is it. Once money starts changing hands, that's when people get a bit funny, I imagine.
Even having said that, you do see some really excuse the language, but you see some really shitty comments from people saying, criticizing people about either the quality of stuff that they've put up or the lack of stuff that they've put up. And you think, hang on one second, how much are you paying for this? Because somebody is giving up a huge amount of their time to provide any of this. How about maybe saying a big thank you for the fact they've put up anything at all, rather than they're not here to you're at your beck and call to put up specifically what you would like.
Yeah, there's a really sad story as well. The guy that's done the fantastic Spectrum bare metal emulator, Luis in Spain, I can't think of his surname, but he did this amazing emulator, which was even in Magpie magazine, and you could connect it to original. You put it on the Pi, and you could actually connect your Raspberry Pi to the original Spectrum membrane, and it was perfect emulation. Because it's running bare metal in assembler. And he won't develop it for it anymore because he said there wasn't enough thanks for it. People were sort of saying it wasn't, it didn't have all the features they wanted, and it's just really sad because we were sort of trying to get him to carry on because all it needs now is a save state, and then it's perfect.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get him to sort of. I do work for sorry, brain's gone. Long day. The Spectrum Forum, not World of Spectrum, the other.
I know which.
Spectrum Computing.
That's it. Yeah, sorry, I should know. I've been doing it for you. In a moment and the beer. But anyway, so myself and Peter on there are trying to get the guys to let the source code out into the wild so we can get somebody who's clever enough on source code type things can put the last few bits onto the emulator. So yeah, it's quite poisonous when people really put people down for doing stuff, and you think, well,
yeah.
My answer to people like that is, well, what have you contributed?
Yeah, that's it. What you bring into the party, as they say.
Yeah,
I remember when
there was all the drama. There was all the drama with the new Dizzy game that came out, wasn't there? As they said it was going to be a Next exclusive, and then they brought it to the Specky rather than just the Next, and there was people kicking off about that.
That's just the internet in general, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
So at least we're all a nice bunch.
Well,
most of us are.
So guys, I need to go. It was really great seeing all you guys. And
I think I'm
gonna great fun, good quiz.
I'm gonna close the room down now, I think.
Okay. Talk to you guys later.
For the place I need to go.
Good to see you. Thanks a million, gents. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks so much, Blake.
No worries.
Thanks, Blake.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cool.
Cheers, gents. Bye. Bye.
Bye.